The Sentinelese people came to the coast and looked around. They spotted a grave, so they dug it up and pulled out Akash's body. They carried his body back to their village, hoping to find the boys another day. Paku and Dakota used big bushes to cover up the cave entrance and slept inside of it that night, eating the mushrooms inside as nourishment. The next morning they woke up and talked about what they were going to do next. They decided to build a small raft to sail away from the island. They were willing to take their chances being out at sea than being on the island. So they got to work by gathering branches, stones, and vines. After a few days, the boys made a lot of progress on the raft. They built it on a quiet side of the island and were ready to leave. The tribe were still on the lookout for them, but the boys did a very good job staying hidden inside the cave. The raft was on the shore ready to sail off. Paku made paddles using the wood from trees. While he was preparing it, Dakota was gathering fruits from the forest into a basket he made so they can eat while they were out at sea. Dakota filled up the basket with fruits and started to head back to the raft. But he felt a small sting on his foot. He looked down and saw 2 holes on his ankle bleeding. He was confused as to what happened until he heard a hissing sound. He used a small stick and lifted up a nearby plant and spotted a large snake curled up. It was a blue coral snake, which is a highly venomous snake originated in Southeast Asia. A bite from this snake can trigger all human nerves at once, instantly causing paralysis followed by death. Dakota held onto his basket and ran through the forest to get back to Paku. He didn't know how poisonous the snake really was. As his heart beats faster, the venom travels through his veins. It wasn't too long after until it fully took effect. Dakota stopped to catch his breath in the middle of the forest. He knew he needed to calm himself down, but he was overwhelmed being bitten by a snake. Some Sentinelese were roaming the area nearby. They came back to the coastline to look around and saw Paku in the raft. Paku spotted them, and without thinking he started to sail away quickly. The tribe ran to reach the raft, but Paku sailed away from shallow waters at a safe distance. Dakota catches his breath and ran back to the coast but saw Paku sailing away. Dakota yelled for him to return, but when Paku saw him, he screamed to run. Dakota saw the tribe and ran back immediately into the forest. They began to chase after him. Paku knew if he set foot on the island, the tribe would kill him, so he made the hardest decision of his life. He decided to sail for home, leaving Dakota behind.